Okay, it's been a while, but I've taken care of my other creative endeavours. Last time out, we were on a roll, but then we had an embarrassing loss to 9 men. But one of our players still won MVP because they didn't play in the Saarbrücken game, so Schenk with a rating of 7.11 as a defender, that's quite impressive. And he has received some fan support for his play. I might have to rotate him into the starting lineup. Oh, Erdmann as well. Maybe I get him up. But before I get sidetracked with management duties, I wanted this to be episode 1 of Elmast University, where I talk about player parameters. You'll see in the bottom left corner, underneath the player names, there are 6 attribute categories. And obviously some of our players have bigger bars than others. Those are our top players. Then if you go to this screen, it all gets summed up in one descriptor. So most of our players are sitting at good ability. The ones on the bench are at average. Above that is world class potential, world class, and best in the world. But both of these are simplified versions of the full set of parameters that each player has. There are 7 universal parameters: speed, physical strength, stamina, mental ability, support, field of vision, system tactics, 7 goalkeeper specific: saving, handling, cross handling, go forward, that's rush out, distribution, agility, and jumping. And then an outfielder has a different 7: dribbling, shooting, passing. 3 kicks and headers are their own parameter, and then you have intercept and marking. No tackling for some reason, though I suspect the marking parameter is actually tackling in practice. And then down the bottom you've got fatigue. Less fatigue is better, but the other 3 bars you want to be as high as possible. Tactical fitness is the easiest to influence because it depends on the manager. You can see Ginster does not agree with the manager's vision that well, so his skills on the pitch are limited. A couple of turns passed without anything happening, and I just thought of something. We don't actually have another right back. Well, unless we want to invert Blon or play Baumgart, so I think that might be why Erdmann is being suggested. Even so, I don't think Erdmann's that guy. Oldenburg is also a right back, and he's got better parameters. I think we got to go against the youth coach here and promote Oldenburg instead. And just like that, the winter break is over, and we might get a chance to see what Oldenburg's going to do. We return to the league grind then against Erzgebirge. 3 at the back. We have been able to exploit that in the past, so I'm liking our chances. This hinges on us being able to... Well, Ginster, with me fumbling over my words, has made it 1-0. Possibly 2-0, no, blocked, but still crossed in. Ludwig with an open goal. He wasn't going to miss that. And it's not like we've been dominating the run of play either. That was the remark I was going to make. It's just that the difference is they do not make the most of their chances and we do. See, there's another bicycle kick that went wide. And Geeson's also been a rock in goal. It's full time as he boots it clear. I'll show you the statistics of this game. Erzgebirge had 8 shots, 6 of them in the second half. They just could not do anything with it. Ludwig man of the match. Well, in theory this was a transfer window, but I haven't received any offers for my players. In fairness, nobody is listed because nobody is on a need to sell basis right now. Consolation Cup semi-final. Just as a reminder, AS Leipzig did not make it a derby, so I'm actually pretty happy with that because I think Offenbach's going to be an easier opponent. Not liking the way my team's playing so far. We're having to play a lot of defense. To the defense's credit though, they are holding strong for now. Where Ginster might have the most room that we've had all game, should have back passed it. Now, this being the cup means that we would play extra time if it stays tied, which there's a good chance it will. Dipping into my substitutions later than I normally would, and also taking a risk. We're going to move to 4-3-3 because it's the best way for me to get Ryan off the field. Berlichingen not good enough, I think, to play this game. Didn't break through an irregular time, but we've got 30 more minutes to see if we can crack them. Oh, Geeson was late to chase that down, but he does catch it. If we can't do something with the ball now, what comes next is penalties. We've had some good fortune with penalties on this channel. It's how we've... we don't need them, though! Helmesberger, right at the end. After a nervy performance that may come back to bite us next league game, we are moving on to the final of this competition. And when that final happens, it'll be against Unterhaching. I would have liked to have seen Siegen go through because I've got a score to settle with our bogey team. I really don't think we should have lost to them twice. Well, it's Berlichingen. Were we really going to use him? The third game of this January homestand is against Karlsruhe. And Ryan is in... Oh, if he'd shot that a little bit earlier, I reckon he would have scored. Oh, bad back pass to Ludwig, but yeah, then it comes straight off of his head. Oh, that's a really good pass. Geeson was very good, but nobody was there to pick up the rebound. Federico... Oh, they're going to make it 2. Once again, we did not collect the rebound and Federico has a brace, but that's really no one's fault this time. That was just unlucky it came off the post. We might be able to get at least 1 goal back here. Ryan whips it in. No, that's probably going to be the whistle, and it is. So that's 2-0 down, and it brings an informed Freiburg closer to us in the battle for promotion. But I think realistically, this is the beginning of our regression to the mean. We should not have been this consistently good in Season 1. We've got Rostock and Freiburg this month as well. Just an update on the merch department. We've actually sold out everything except for the kit, the home and away kit, which is very hard to sell for whatever reason in this game. I'm going to go with Ginster. They're the good old number 10, and we'll see if 1,000 of those do the job. We do have to make the most of this relatively easy matchup against Braunschweig. This is, however, a bit of an unusual formation for us for form reasons. Marschall was in good condition, so was Kasaka and Riefmuller. Hopefully it pays off playing the hot hand rather than the best players on paper. First half really didn't have much to speak about, and it's a little bit worrying now that we've only scored once in 255 minutes. Hafez? Or was it Hafez that scored that? Yes, it was. That's his first of the season. Oh, no. Played onside and is going to get it. It just feels like I don't have enough players back. They didn't take advantage of it there, but... Oh, they're still on it. But conversely, they don't have enough players back either. This counter-attack, Ginster. Oh, he's been fouled. He's been pushed. A penalty taker is Hafez, so this is for a brace. And he calmly tucks it in. And that's how the scoreline stayed. I've noticed that there actually isn't a lot of injury time goals in the full game engine as opposed to the quick, though it may just be a small sample size. Oh, this is really good. Blonde. Okay, he is going to become a regular starter then, because I think he was already getting the bulk of our starts at left back, but now look at him. He is our first world-class potential player, or at least he would be, but except for Ginster has also reached world-class potential, but look at that. He doesn't like blonde. In the meantime, Berlichingen, he was only supposed to be out for 1 week, turned out to be 2. Doesn't really make much of a difference. He's out of the club at the end of the year. In my headcanon, Berlichingen is a club legend who was with us way down in 5th and 4th division. But we've got to face reality. He's not getting better with age and the club is outgrowing him. Rostock, Ryan is through on goal already. Gets smothered. And down the other end, this is dangerous, but he didn't latch onto it. Very quickly down the other end, Ryan scores! Oh, that's a really good block. That might have been Ryan again. It's given Ginster a chance, and he's tucked one away. Oh, that was almost a concession, and now we aren't out of the woods yet. DeSalvo. Oh, he almost equalised too, but for a man of his class, he should have done better. We're falling apart late in this match. They've had several chances to equalise already, and it's only by DeSalvo being surprisingly terrible at goal that we are still ahead. Thankfully, that is the full-time whistle. We're going to escape this one. So that's the first of these 3 high-table clashes navigated. Now we have the one... Oh, it's Hafez! Though it may only be one cog in the machine, the replacement isn't nearly as good. I wouldn't be surprised if we drop this game. It's the rare occasion where the opposing team actually has the edge, skills-wise. Oh, what? Whoever that was, he ran away from the ball and turned what could have been a chase down into an open near goal. Oh! Ginster! Early cross from Baumgartz and the Gab. What the? No, that was a clean tackle. I can't believe we've had that called against us. Like, you might think I'm being biased there, but I saw the tackle being made. He was in front of the attacker. We're giving ourselves plenty of chances here. Ginster for the brace. Oh, what kind of kick was that? Oh, Ryan was onside there, and now a penalty in the other direction. Ginster's had a couple of chances at a brace. With Hafez injured, he becomes the penalty taker. Does the ball, however, think Ryan's dive was soft? Nope, it is in. Ludwig, oh, he runs past the ball. But if it ends 2-2, I'm pretty happy with how it's happened. Helmesberger's on it. Oh, hat-trick for Ginster. No, blocked. And still on it, Blon. Oh, he probably should have passed. Whistle's surely going to blow now. I'm still happy with the 2-2 result. I think we figured out what's happening in the Ginster-Blond situation, though. Listen to what Riefmuller has to say. And Burley Chingan's also saying he doesn't like Blond, so I think we've got to get rid of this guy because he's clearly gotten too cocky ever since he had his rapid improvement. It's actually a relief that when this comes to a head, it's going to be as simple as getting rid of one bad egg. We'll make use of Blond for as long as we can in games like this one against Thalen. And the 4-3-3 did eventually work for us in that cup semi-final, so I'm running it here again because I wanted to play Emmert this time. This is actually the strategy that Victory likes to play, aka Nexus Draco, in all of her playthroughs. Oh, Helmesberger now injured as well. Hafez is coming back next game, but... Oh! Yeah, that is a play where we would have liked to have had Hafez, because I think he would have been in that gap that Sid Vitica managed to score in. Oh, but now... No, he does not beat Boral to the ball, and I think that might have been our last attack. And indeed it was. Out of this 3-game stretch, Ireland was the team I would have fancied ourselves beating, but instead we lose. And that's surely going to undo a fair bit of progress we made towards securing promotion against Rostock and Freiburg. It's now only 3 points. I was expecting this. Don't get me wrong, I would love to beat one of them to a promotion spot, but it was not something I was realistically aiming for at the start of the season, so the fact that we've been in this promotion race for so long is already an achievement.